I'm not inclined to continue an interview with a person of death.
We're taller than this guy.
We're gonna cure cancer.
I might be taller than Ben Shapiro.
Not covering this, all right?
We won with poorly educated. I love the poorly educated.
I had bigger hands than him.
Have sex with children. I don't like having sex with children. I would never have sex with children. I am not a Democrat.
You want to let me finish your 4-second comment? Shut your mouth and let me answer the question, all right? I'll be happy to answer.
Yes, sir.
Joe Biden's campaign doing some damage control as some doubts creep in about his electability pitch to voters. The concern coming from the former VP sliding 13 points in a new poll and into a three-way tie with Elizabeth Warren and Bernie Sanders. Biden's campaign is pushing back, calling that poll an outlier. Two new polls do show Biden back on top, but is the damage already done? Some in the media starting to doubt him. Watch.
I think there's a sense that he could falter, and then someone else would have to rise.
If I were in the Biden camp, I would be very concerned about the fact that right now he's holding his own in the top 3 against a whole bunch of other people. But look at that progressive bloc.
And age-wise, we're used to seeing him not do too well among folks under 50, but the floor pretty much falling out for him.
One, I would imagine that the Biden folks like.
Hey, hold on, pause it real quick. Like, if you want Biden's numbers to come back up, just tell him to stop talking. Yeah, just have when someone else talk for him. Yeah, every time he opens his mouth, he just says the weirdest shit.
Get him back on that limited exposure campaign.
Poor people are just as good as whites.
I think he might need a prescription for Celexa.
Like, I've never worried about Biden. I'm a progressive. Like, he has run for president like 150 times and gets his ass wiped every single time.
Like, I mean, this is going against Trump. Anybody could easily beat this, but he just said some of the stupidest things. They're just like, oh fuck, dude, no, don't do that. Like, yeah, that's not gonna help.
That super cringe old dude, like creeping up on the younger women. You know, like,
oh my god, yeah. It's two things you need to have him do if you want him to survive. Just make him stop talking and don't have him go anywhere near a young, like, teenage girl.
It's like the Democrats' answer to Trump's grab him by the pussy, you know?
Yeah, maybe so. I just sniffed their hair. I don't even wait.
I do want to see that Biden-Trump fight out behind the bleachers. I think that would be great.
Oh my god, yeah.
They both agreed to it. Let's not forget that.
Yeah, they did.
Where the fuck is Dana White on this? Like, seriously? You got Trump. You had Biden talking shit. He wanted to take him out behind the woodshed or whatever the fuck he said.
Yeah,
whatever weird like quasi-sexual innuendo. And then Trump's like, I would love that. Let's do it. Lock those old fucking geriatric fucks in a goddamn octagon with some goddamn Jimmy John shorts on and let them fucking fight.
Put their hands, let them go for it.
Yeah,
what's fucking like Trump's got, yeah. Trump's got grab him by the pussy. Is Biden's thing gonna be you know what I like about high school girls? Like, what is this?
all right.
Got a shining endorsement from me for yay.
I think it's funny. How like you have Biden come on here and like he's always like, yeah, me and Obama did this. It's like, dude, can we just catch up to the point to where like we're past Obama's the whole election. Like we now know that he was pretty much just like every other Democrat that came before him. He talked a big game, but he really didn't change much of shit.
And Obama like, punked Biden out the whole time. Like for 8 years, Biden was just Obama's bitch.
Yeah, it kind of feels like John Kerry when he ran for president. He was just like, I went to Vietnam. We get it. Stop. like we get it. You have a black friend. We all are proud that you have a black friend. But talk about policies. Okay.
He couldn't even remember Obama's name like last week.
To be fair, at least your black friend, you know, is way more intelligent than Trump's black friend, but it's Ben Carson, so it's not really that hard to beat out. If illegal voters vote, they should lose their citizenship.
That's right.
Where is Fox finding these blondes at?
Say that again.
They make them.
Oh no! If illegal immigrants vote, they should lose their citizenship. That is something that has came out of Ben Carson's fucking face.
Oh,
you wanted to vote for him.
I did vote for him. Shut your face.
Speaking of dumb things,
you wanted to vote for him. You just threw yourself under. I said I did vote for him. It's like, all right.
I did vote for him in the primaries.
He tried to give you an out.
Yeah.
I don't care. I'll land that sword. Also, we need a new T-shirt made. A milk carton with Celtic symbol on it, and we're missing.
Yeah.
We have no dislikes right now. Where are you at? Dick kill you? That's the new. That's the new logical thing that we had to follow. You ate a Doberman dick and you choked to death and died.
Celtic done went and choked on the dog dick. May he rest in peace. May flight of angels guide thee to thy rest, you dog dick eating son of a bitch.
Fuck this. Let's go ahead and just get in. Like, let's rip the goddamn band-aid and then let's listen to Trump talking about nuking shit.
Across the Atlantic, we drop a bomb inside the eye of the hurricane and it disrupts it. Why can't we do that?
The briefer said, we'll look into that, sir. And they did. There's
oh
actually
my
a
God.
memo that came out of the Homeland Security, National Security
Stop placating this
that
shit.
memorializes the president's brain idea about this.
Brain idea.
Oh my God, did he get the fucking thing?
It's too dangerous. Too many of them. We're gonna need a bigger chopper.
Does President Trump want to nuke hurricanes?
I am for that. You gotta say this crazy, but I've always thought to myself, isn't there anything we can do to stop a hurricane? I always thought, I mean...
I don't think an atomic bomb is the way to do it.
Okay, maybe that wouldn't have been my first
the
option.
consequences would
But
be
I always
worse.
think
Yeah,
about
it
that.
would.
I mean, with
would.
all the progress we're making with driverless cars,
yes,
and Instagram,
oh my God,
could we possibly stop a hurricane?
Even though we would
Let's
like to
use
stop these things,
Instagram.
at this point in science says we can't.
What the fuck does an automated car have to do with nurking?
That's the first time Fox News ever
If
said we
you
should use
were
science.
to drop a nuclear bomb inside a hurricane, among the things that would happen is the fallout would follow the trade winds, would follow the path of the hurricane right to the land that you're trying to protect. Secondly, there's a shock wave from it that does the same thing. And third, a few practicalities about how much energy would be required to disrupt an actual hurricane.
All right,
Many
pause
scientists
it.
believe it.
Like, I was watching something that said like the hurricanes is like the power that comes from a hurricane is like greater than like 1,000 fucking atomic bombs. So one atomic bomb's not gonna fucking do fucking shit to it.
That's
from what Comedic says, like it's like nuking hurricanes has been like kicked around since like the 50s.
Just
like
the
people
amount of-
have actually thought about this.
The amount of energy to keep a storm organized like that is incredible. It's especially like Irma was huge. Irma covered the entire state of Florida at one time, so it was huge.
Don't shoot a pea missile. Pew.
Yeah, I'm shocked.
It's not gonna do anything to it.
Yeah.
Well, and they did study that shit, right? Like back in the 50s and 60s, like they considered doing it and they studied it and they realized that it would possibly wipe out the entire human race. You know, like,
this might
you don't want to do that shit.
Well, at least we avoided that goddamn hurricane, you know?
Look, they got it all wrong. What they need to do is get Pat Robertson out there and backers Hadouken that shit, and it goes away.
Fuck yeah.
That's Fox
Dude,
science.
Yeah. I mean, he's done it
There you
before.
go.
Why can't he do it again? Sure you can.
I just did a video on Ben the Baptist talking about how Christians don't need to fear hurricanes. They should fear hell. You know, so yeah, Christians just start walking out into the eye of the storm.
Yeah. Well, just kind of like an amendment to what Frank said. If we just tell Pat Robertson that it's coming towards his house, he'll fucking Shadookin that motherfucker right back out into the ocean. He did it last time. Last time it was coming for him, he was like, nah, bruh, not on my watch. Jesus. Oh,
he had Dukin did, and it still hit somewhere in North Carolina, killing, like, flooding people.
Yeah, but fuck those people. They aren't Pat Robertson.
Just wouldn't work. That
well, there's
so I recently watched Penn Jillette was on Joe Rogan's show, and they were discussing something about Trump, and I think they came to the conclusion that Trump might just be on tons of speed, like fucking Adderall or some shit, because that's basically just fucking speed, and taking fucking high-powered amphetamines and shit like that, like, he might not remember saying any of this stuff because he's just that fucked up.
I've always maintained that Trump is a cokehead. I'm fairly certain.
Yeah.
He's a cokehead.
Anybody with that much money.
Businessman.
Yeah.
Well, if you just remember the debates, like all the sniffling, you know, like Hillary would go hard at him, and he's looking around all paranoid and jacked up. Like, yeah. My first 1,000 view video was Donald Trump's high on cocaine in the second debate.
Yeah, he's doing all that sniffling and he's making all those weird faces. Those weird faces are the drips, man. Anybody who's ever done coke, like, down the back of your throat and you start tasting it on the back of your tongue, and it is the worst tasting shit I have ever tasted in my fucking life. So if you see him sniffling, that's fucking...
All the times he's slurring now, they're like, oh, his dentures are falling out. I'm like, nah, dude, he's got that drainage.
You know? Yeah, he's got the fucking drips going.
That's that Ric Flair drip.
Woo. Yeah. Woo!
All right, we got a switch out from Scientist Mel 299, sharing love for my geek family. Thank you.
Thank you.
And I think Bummer Beavis just subscribed. I don't think the Pimp Mump thing popped up.
Aw. I wanted Pimp Mump to tell us how gay we are. I miss it.
Yeah.
Should be able to.
I miss Pimp Monk. He hasn't had a show, I don't think, in a while because of the shit that's going on with his dad.
Yeah. By the way, I think we still have the link in the description if anybody wants to help old Pimp out.
Yeah. It's just him and his mama taking care of stuff right now. His dad's still in the hospital.
Yeah. If it's not, I'll put it in there. So but yeah, so yeah, if you can, definitely help out Pimp. They're going through a rough time right now, so my fucking alert's not there. What the fuck? Anyway, let's I love Bernie, but we got to pick at him for a little bit because we tried to punch something and it didn't go too well.
I haven't seen this yet, so I'm excited.
It's good.
77-year-old Bernie
Jewish grandpa, what'd you do?
Couldn't resist jabbing the speed bag he passed by the other day. He took on the bag, but the bag clobbered him, or as one armchair analyst put it, speed bag TKO's Bernie Sanders seconds after fight began. Quickest technical knockout in boxing history. Note to candidates, if you're clueless about hitting a bag, don't do it.
That's a much larger bag.
Yeah.
Punching bag.
If you get knocked the fuck out with one of those, you
What
deserve
a
it.
doofus. LOL, if he keeps that up, maybe he'll knock some sense into himself. Someone else took a swing at socialism, tweeting, when capitalism claps back. Even the president's son, Don Jr., weighed in.
I want to see him do a speed bag.
Yeah.
In the minds of our
It won't hit him in the chin, that's for sure.
Supporters thought it was cute. Look like a butterfly, sting like a Bernie. We've seen the candidate shadow box before, reacting to his doctor saying what great health the senator's in.
Do I get involved in senior boxing?
In addition to shadow boxing, we've seen Donald Trump perform a fake takedown. Look at this! at a WWE event billed as the Battle of the Billionaires.
I think he actually hit him.
Punching a bag,
I don't think he can
not
act.
threatening to punch his opponent.
He actually, it does look like he did actually punch
Alright, pause it.
There it is.
It does actually look like he punched Vinnie Mac, and it looks like he punched him with this side of his hand.
He did.
He did.
As opposed to, you know, the punchy side of your hand.
Oh, yay. The idiot is back. Hi, a call. Oh,
Hold on,
is
that might be
different person?
someone else. Yeah.
What?
That is someone else.
Check and
I
see if
called
that
for a
was
butt
actually
plug. I saw it for a second there.
For a butt plug.
We love you.
Oh,
This
he has
is
me for
a
a second.
call for a butt plug.
How come you didn't call a Carol for an uprising? That would have been.
That's better. Shit.
Aren't those two the same thing to some people?
Yeah.
Oh shit! I fucking love that.
All right, so let's add Bernie Sanders to this potential octagon bout. Have all three of them going at it. The winner becomes president. Fair?
Yes.
That, Grandpa. Take him to the mat.
I mean, that's way better than this whole electoral college bullshit.
I want to see Bernie's grapple game. Come on.
Yeah, I think, Bernie's not a stand-up guy, as far as stand-up, fist fighting. I think his ground game is where it's at. You know what I'm saying?
If they can't knock each other out because they're all too weak, give them pugil sticks and get some leverage in there.
Yeah.
I mean, Bernie's a socialist. They'll just have a gang of motherfuckers come in and do it for him.
Yes.
Damn it. All right. Let's watch the world's chillest man sips beer, as I guess he gets mugged. Maybe.
How would you react during an armed robbery? Few would ever be as
I'll
calm
see you in a
as
minute.
this bar patron, who just continued casually smoking his cigarette and drinking his drink, despite the fact that an armed robber was pointing a gun right at him. It would be a
I wanna beat
terrifying
him.
moment for anyone. An armed robber
Everybody else is
carrying
on
a
the
shotgun
fucking floor.
enters a bar. You can see the patrons who've dropped to the floor. It happened inside a bar in St. Louis. But check out this guy. He calmly takes a sip of beer as everyone around him dives for cover under the bar. Then he looks
He's
at his
like, I
phone.
pay for this
as
shit.
if He doesn't have a care in the world. He's being called the world's
a friend
chillest
with him
man.
sitting next
The
to him
gunman
that's just like,
sticks his
"Dude, I'm
rifle
going
into
down."
the guy's side and grabs for his phone. But the unfazed dude isn't
Nah,
having it.
bitch, give me
And
my
as the
phone.
gunman points the gun directly at him,
He just got served his
So who
divorce
is the
papers.
guy?
He don't
His
give a
name is
fuck.
Daniel Tovar. He says he remains calm because, quote, I just had a really good feeling. He wasn't out to harm anybody.
That's why he had a
The
gun. He was
suspect who
taking everyone's
taken into
money.
Custody reportedly left the bar with only a couple of hundreds of dollars.
They don't really shoot it, but they do that kind of shit. They just show up. It might not have even been fucking loaded. Half the time it's not.
I wish, though, that I had, enough within me to go, yeah, I think this guy with the shotgun's not really trying to hurt anybody. I'll just keep smoking my cigarette. Hey, give me back my phone, asshole. That's not yours. That's mine. That's mine. Thank
Well, I
you.
don't know. You get me in a bar after a couple of doubles of Jameson. Like that might have been me right there. Like, no, fuck you. Get out of here.
I'm surprised he didn't want to fight him if he was, actually shit-faced. Put that
Yeah, right?
fucking gun down, bitch. Let's see what you're made of.
Just watch that guy snatch it from him.
Yeah, when he's like, no, motherfucker, you ain't having my phone. That shit.
How about I take your gun,
smoking good
bitch?
weed. Like that dude was smoking the god weed. He was chill.
He was high as fuck and fucking drinking. He didn't give a shit. He's like, you probably shot me. I wouldn't have felt it. So.
Oh man,
I think you're right. He's like he just got served his divorce papers. He was like, please shoot me.
Yeah. Maybe he lost a really good job or something. Yeah, he just had a life altering situation go down right before this. He's at the bar trying to drink his worries away, and then this shit happens. He's like, no, I'm sorry, I'm not going to participate in your bullshit today, sir.
It's one of those
Apparently that was in.
falling down moments. That's what we call
Yeah,
it.
apparently that was in St. Louis. Between his divorce papers and having to live in fucking Missouri, I get it, dude.
Yeah. he's over there do what you got to do.
Just leave me the fuck out of it.
Like if today's the day, then today's the day. Yeah. Okay.
That's why he lit that
I
cigarette up
really
when he
love-
pointed at him.
I really love how he just lit the cigarette. I mean, like, you can't smoke in any fucking state at a bar anymore, can you? Like he's just like, all right.
You can if you're getting robbed.
There's some bars. There's some bars in Florida where you can
take advantage of the situation.
It depends on whether they serve food or not.
Yeah, here in Michigan, you just can't. 30 feet outside the door.
Yeah,
that's here in some place in South Carolina too.
Maybe he's just curious if he gets shot, if the smoke will come out wherever the hole penetrated.
I don't know if it hits you in the lungs. Let's see.
Aim for my lungs. Let's see what happens. It might be really cool. I'm gonna try to smoke the whole thing in one hit. Then you shoot, and we'll see what happens.
This is for
science. It's really creepy. Like his instinct to survive didn't take over. That's really strange. I'd have been on the floor.
I think it's divorce papers. I don't think he has the instinct or the will to survive anymore. It's just fuck it.
Go ahead and shoot me. I'm already dead inside you, cocksucker.
Like, there's no way that guy didn't leave the building going, that's a crazy white boy.
God damn it.
Man.
We got 2 news articles for geeking out. One's going to make Bran happy, and one, I just figured this out, and I hope this is not a real thing. So let's just go ahead and get into it.